Hi guys, trying to get my phone to stop swaying on the broken thing I have it rigged up to. I'm Sarah, this is I Swear I'm Stitching, this is Flosstube number 65, and today is August 15th. This is a channel where I talk about mainly cross stitching. That's my main hobby. I've been doing it since I was like 8, so a very long time. But I also knit and quilt. Sorry, excuse me. And I have a little of everything to show you this time. Again, I'd like to apologize for the crappy lighting. My ring light broke a long time ago. No, well, not a long time ago, but a while ago, and I just haven't replaced it yet. So, thanks for stopping by if you're new. Thanks for coming back if you're not new. Thanks for putting up with me and coming back every time. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. I've got a little bit of everything to show you. So, we'll start with FFOs. So, I'll start with the one cross stitch I have. I finally finished. I was so happy to finish it. My Zelda Wreath from Needleminder Layer on Etsy. I just did this 2/1 on some really crappy 18 or 16, I want to say 18 count khaki Ada. I use DMC for everything but the black. I use Sullivan's for the black because I had it. And of course, because my lighting, like, that's kind of what the colors look like when it's facing the only light in this room, which is in the middle of the room. I'm in the corner, there's no light, but that's what it is close up in the darkness. Look at Link in his little Santa suit. And there's Princess Zelda. Again, my favorite part is the little chicken. I worked on this with Steph from Total Stitch Show. We did it, I bought the pattern for us, I believe last summer, like a Christmas in July thing. She finished hers a while ago. Hers is fantastic. She did hers on plastic canvas and she put lights on it, and it's like a full, actual, fantastic wreath. Mine is just gonna go in a green hoop. I'm gonna get a wood hoop and paint it green eventually, and it's for my husband to hang up around Christmas. And I really wish I hadn't done it on this fabric because it's this ugly ass khaki. It's the worst Ada I've ever worked on. It was so, like, I didn't think Ada could be splitty, but holy crap, I kept splitting it. Some of my stitches are all wonky. I really shouldn't have done 2 threads. I should have done 1. It's super thick. So I'm not happy with it. But distance though is pretty cute, right? Right? I just try not to look at it close up. But I'm glad it's over with because, like I said, it's cute, and I really do. Okay, I do like it. I think it's super cute. I'm really happy it's finished. I hated working on it. I will not make that mistake again if I ever make another wreath. And I still have a big bolt of this stuff. I never want to use it. And then I finished my Star Trekkie socks from Fiber Nymph Dye Works. I lost my other sock blocker. It fell behind a cabinet. So this is what it looks like, all mushed together. And this is what it looks like when it's all spread apart. I just did like this graduating ribbing to end in ribbing all around. Because I didn't want to do straight ribbing for the whole leg, because that gets boring. I didn't want to do stockinette, because again, that gets boring. I had to think something a little different. The next socks I plan to cast on are going to be for my sister. And they'll probably just be plain and then ribbing, just to make sure they fit her. That's it. 2 socks, 2 Fiber Nymphs Dye Works Star Trekkie. I don't think she's dying anymore. And then, biggest thing of all, I finished the quilt top for my friend, my work wife, my bestie, love of my life. The one where she embroidered squares, and then I sewed them into a quilt for her, and she picked red and green, and then she wants brown backing. Take care of that later. But it was fun to watch the put the, my God, I can't word, the box together. And she could only work on this at work because her mother lives with her, and she didn't want her mom to see her, you know, like her mom would recognize people, family members, important dates, houses they lived in, things like that. So she couldn't stitch it at home. So she only stitched on it at work. So it took her a couple of years. And it's fun to see the progression because you'll see, God dang it, where is it? Like, this is somewhere in here. There we go. The hand of a little girl. It's like her handprint. And see how it says 2020. And then this year, the little girl now can write her name. And so she drew that. No, she didn't write her name. She can draw and things like that now. So she drew this, and it's from 2023. So it shows you how many years my friend has been working on this. In between, like her dog, and important things in the family, birth announcements of the grandchildren. This turkey's one of my favorites because it's just like the French knots are insane. So in between doing all these, she did, you know, important things that were dated. So it's fun to see just how long she's been working on these patches because some are dated 2020, some are all the way up to 2023. So she's been working on these patches for like 3 years. And I got all sewn together. There's no way in heck you're gonna see it all because it is taller than me and goes farther than my barely almost just there we go. Okay. There we go. So here it's farther than I am. Then it goes up. And up. Ah! Quilts are hard to show. And up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Ta-da! Quilt top assembled. Whew, that was hard to hold up. I had it all folded nice, now it's not. I'm gonna put it on my ironing board real quick. So yeah, those are my FFOs. That's exciting. I don't know what quilt I'm gonna work on next. Maybe that baby quilt. Okay, so my whips. Just straight up stitching whips. So like I said, I haven't started the socks yet for my sister and I haven't decided what quilt to work on next. So it's just stitching right now. I worked on, oh, I turned my fan off. It is hot in here. Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. It is by Carriage House Samplings. It's an 18 count Ada by To Die For Fabrics in Ash and Tan, 1/1, the DMC that's called for. I still was not able to finish the middle ocean part of the mermaid block because I ran out of that blue and I haven't been able to replenish it yet. But I did get everything else filled in, so now I'm just working on filling in the light blue up top. So there it is in the light. Because again, dark corner, the void of the living room basically. There it is close. There's my mermaid Una. There's Bill and Ted at the bottom. I love this ship. It is so awesome. I think I was gonna take this to work and have my work project, but I think I'm gonna take my other one to work. It's my last week of work, guys. There we go. I love it so much. Look how pretty Una is. I love mermaids. You guys know that about me. Light. Oh shoot, just dropping things all over the place. And then work on, I'm not going to take it out of the Q-snap. I need to take it out of the Q, actually I am, because I need to take it out of the Q-snap to move it, because I finished another corner. This is Move Forward in Love by Modern Folk Embroidery. It's on 32 count Ugana and Harvest Moon by Color and Cotton. And I'm just 202 using the DMC. I don't think I replaced any colors. I kind of wish I'd made the yellow darker because the white and the yellow kind of get lost. But yeah, so now I'm definitely more than halfway done because the center's done. But I feel like I'm just focusing on the outside. So I feel like I'm halfway done with the outside, which so I'm like really just trucking along. There it is. So yeah, just have to do, and each corner takes me about 2 days. So I'm going to take this to work, try to knock out one more corner this week. Like 2 days of like solid stitching, like when I'm not doing anything else, like working. So I'm hoping I can get one of these corners done. I think I'll do this corner since I've already started to go down into it. Let me see in the light. Sorry again. How colorful and pretty it is. But see how the white kind of gets lost in the yellow? In the dark corner of my room, it doesn't get as lost. But like when it's lighter, it gets kind of lost. I wish I'd kind of gone for a darker yellow. That's fine. Yeah, and then the only thing I changed was the border. It's supposed to be red, that red. That is too much red for me. I like red, but that was too much red for me. So I changed it to the dark blue that's around, it's the stems and around the border of that. Changed the border to that blue. I was hating working on this and I couldn't figure out why, but I don't know if I honestly don't know why. It's beautiful. And now that I've been stitching on it, I've really been enjoying it. I don't know if it's because I just don't like the color changes, but I've been working on just, I pick one color and do all that color I can without like having to count too far out. And then I switch to another color and I feel like it's moving along faster than it had before. I'm not sure why I had such a block with it, honestly. I can't wait to have it finished. It's so pretty. Yeah, those are my whips. This, yeah, it's calling it now. This will definitely be what I take to work. I'm going to, I used Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow for a lot of my fandom stitching prompts this week. So that was nice. So I'm gonna take this to work. Yeah, calling it. This is my work project. Just gotta move the cues now. So I'm just gonna put everything on my tray. And that's it, you guys. I swear, like I feel like I got so much accomplished, but I don't have a lot to say. Have I gotten like real boring? I have, haven't I? My Flosstube is boring now, isn't it? Probably was always boring, quite honestly. I feel like I had more. All right. Part of it is I have like no haul anymore. I used to have a fair amount of haul, and I'm like haul dead, haul abyss, haul where haul goes to die. I don't know. I have nothing. I walked by the antique store next to my work doing deposit the other day, and I had some change in my pocket, so I ran in and got a couple more spools. I got this really itty bitty, like 50 cents, little itty bitty wood one. I don't think I have anything that'll fit on that right now, but I have a couple really small patterns saved I could whip up real quick. And then I got this bigger one that says Pretty Wood for $1. It has stuff on it. I'll take that stuff off. What is that? Cording? I think it's the thing on it's real rough. You can't really, I don't know. I'll take it off. But there it is. And I think I have a cute little mushroom pattern. I think I might want to put that on here. The mushrooms on there. I just have to obviously have to stitch it up. So yeah, since I had some change in my pocket when I was walking by, it's grabbed a couple more little spools. The lady actually asked me this time, she goes, "Do you sew?" And I was like, "I do sew, but I also cross stitch, and these are going to be used for cross stitching projects." She was like, "Oh," she goes, "I was just nibbing." I was like, "Ask all you want, I don't care. It's not like a big secret." And that's it. That's all I got. I hate this arm so much still. It was so big pre-arm surgery. It's still big. Obviously not as big as it was, but still. So I guess we're moved on to life. Like I said earlier, it is my last week of work. I told them that I will not be returning after the 19th. So it's going to be weird and it's exciting, and I'm already feeling a lightness on my chest. So I can't imagine what's going to be like that last day when I turn my keys in. It's going to be glorious. What else? My wedding anniversary is in 3 days. We're not really doing anything because we're going to celebrate next week. I'm going to make my husband pork medallions with blue cheese sauce. Sorry, I couldn't get that out. After work. And then we're going to give each other presents. I got him some books. I'm kind of hoping he got me a video game, but we'll see. Pikmin 3 came out. I love Pikmin. And then I also wouldn't mind if he got me a Steam card so I could buy Baldur's Gate 3. We'll see what I get. But yeah, so because we're both working, it's a Friday, our kid starts college next Wednesday. We're going to celebrate next week. She's going to be going to school in the Dayton area. So we're going to take our bikes. We're going to take 2 cars to move her down. Well, our son's going to go with us. And then our son's going to drive back home, take care of our dogs, while me and my husband stay in the Dayton area for a couple days and do things like biking and go to some Ohio caverns, I think. And just do some stuff around the area. And yeah, so we're going to celebrate next week. So not a lot going on there. My kid starts school next week. She starts school. No, she doesn't start school. She moves in next week, Wednesday. So I'll be able to do a Flosstube before she moves in. And then I probably won't. I might not do a Flosstube afterwards, the week after, because I'll be gone for like 3 or 4 days. Yeah. And I don't stitch when I travel very much because I can't stitch in a car. I get sick. I don't find stitching easy to grab out of my bag and put down and put away when I'm out and about. Like where I can pick up my sock knitting, knit a row, and literally just mid-stitch, push the stitches down the needle and throw it in the bag and I'm done. So I always have knitting for trips. So I'm hoping to get some work on my sister's socks. And that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I'm going to try not to babble on at the end. I am just going to say thank you for stopping by. Thank you for putting up with me. Thanks for giving me a try. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the love. Thanks for everything. I'm sorry that this has gotten so short and boring these days. I don't know what to do to make it better. This is how I am. This is how I roll. Maybe I should do it every 2 weeks. See, if I do it every 2 weeks, then I feel like it's too long, and I'm like, let's put it off. So I don't know. We'll figure something out, won't we? And I will have more time for crafting once I'm not working. So, okay, I'm gonna go now. I told you I wasn't gonna babble, so I'm not. So goodbye.